Hi, my name is Abhishek Dhoot, and my topic for presentation is Introduction to ECTD, which is Electronic Common Technical Document. So, first of all, what is a CTD? CTD is a common technical document. It stands for Common Technical Document, and it is a common format used for various marketing authorization related submissions to various regulatory bodies such as FDA for US and EU for European market. So it contains all the information related to quality, safety and efficacy of a drug product, and it's a standard formatting for submitting all the submission or for submitting all the submission types related to market authorization for a drug product. Uh, so now ECTD is nothing but an electrical version of CTD. So it is called as ECTD. E stands for electronic and CTD is common technical document. In July 2013, ECTD became mandatory format for new drug application in European and Japan market, and it is strongly recommended format as per US FDA. So if we compare CTD versus ECTD, uh, basically CTD it has a physical format. I mean, it is. I mean, basically it is materialistic in nature, and ECTD is in form of I mean it's basically materialized. It doesn't have any physical format. So in ECTD it is basically compiled electronically and it is printed on a paper, and ECTD it is compiled electronically, and it has e-documents in various folders basically. So the size of the paper for a CTD is A4, whereas in ECTD it can be A4 or US letter size. For um, navigation in various sections of a CTD, there is a table of contents which is used for navigation, whereas in ECTD it has an XML backbone which is similar to TOC itself. So yeah, then cross references include uh, target CTD section number, whereas in ECTD it is hyperlinked to the targets. If you click the targets, you will automatically reach to the set destination in an ECTD. Um, then for the yeah, I mean in CTD there are the page there are page numbers which are used for navigation, whereas in ECTD there are bookmarks and hyperlinks. uh, uh, then considering CTD has a physical format, it has to be submitted in binders in boxes, and it is transferred via pellets. However, ECTD it can be submitted in a CD or DVD or via email, or it can be directly uploaded to a portal. So now what is a CTD triangle? CTD triangle is nothing but a graphical representation of the internal structure of the CTD or ECTD, let's say. Uh, so internally it is divided into 5 modules, and its various sections are called as the backbone, which manages all the metadata for an application. And this backbone is divided into 5 modules, which is module 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Various documents which are required for a submission are placed appropriately in these modules. So its internal structure is represented in this CTD triangle. Now, CTD triangle is, as I've said earlier, it's nothing but a graphical representation of various modules. So now we'll start with the module 1. So in CTD, it's called as module 1, but in its electronic version, which is ECTD, it's M1. Similarly, it will be M2, M3, M4 and M5 for module 2, 3, 4 and 5. So M1, it refers to the administrative documents, and module 1 is regional specific. It changes as per the requirements of various regulatory bodies, whereas module 2, 3, 4 and 5 are constant and are same for all the regulatory bodies. So now module 1 will have various administrative information. It will contain various forms, cover letters, labelings, label informations and investigational brochures, which is also called as IB. Now module 2 will have summaries related to quality, clinical and non-clinical. Basically, it's a summary of module 3, 4 and 5. It's a summary section. Now module 3 will have quality information. Module 4 will include non-clinical information, and module 5 will include clinical information. And summary of all these 3, 4 and 5 section is presented in module 2, and it's clearly shown in the figure of the CTD triangle. Now after that, so now after that we'll talk about the content specification of CTD in ECTD, which is defined by ICH, and the technical specifications are defined by the electronic softwares which are used for the creation of the electronic version of CTD. So the primary technical components includes first of all, it contains a higher level folder structure, which is also called as primary folder structure. Then it contains the lower level folder structure, also called as a daughter level folder structure, which is optional. It depends if in case there are additional folders only then it will have a lower level folder structure, or else higher level folder structure is the mandatory requirement for an ECTD. Then it will have an XML backbone which provides all the metadata about the content files and lifecycle instructions for the various documents which are presented inside the CTD document. Then it will have document type definitions, which is DTDs, which defines overall structure of the submission, and style sheets, which is used for viewing the ECTD submission. Style sheet is it's required by the regulatory bodies so that they can view the ECTD and review it. Now, as I've explained earlier, the first technical specification for an ECTD is the folder structure, also called as directory structure. It is nothing but a folder hierarchy or the representation of various folders. So, ICH has a specification for folder structure of module 2 to 5. However, for module 1, it is regional specific. It depends on various regulatory bodies on I mean the way they want the representation of module 1, I mean the folder structure of the module 1. Now the second attribute for an ECTD is that most of the documents in an ECTD are in PDF format. However, other formats are also acceptable, such as JPEG for images, but these formats are defined by various regulatory bodies. Scanned documents are not accepted in ECTD. Now, the next attribute for an ECTD is granularity. It's one of the, you can say, most important aspect of an ECTD because it divides the content in the document. Basically, the information in each module is divided into several documents, which also makes it easier for review, which is conducted by the regulatory bodies. The granularity of the paper and electronic submissions should be equivalent, and it's recommended that the granularity is to divide one lowest granularity. Now after that comes the metadata, which is basically mandatory for all the submissions. It's presented in an XML file. These metadata will include title, name of the file, sequence, and operation attributes. Information related to all these attributes are presented in metadata. Now, XML backbone is defined as the overall structure of the submission. As we have discussed earlier, it's similar to a TOC in CTD. In here, it's XML backbone. It manages the metadata for the entire submission and each document within the submission. It's nothing but a table of content for ECTD. I have also showed an example of an XML backbone. Now, now comes the operation attributes, which are the key elements of life cycle management. Now, these operation attributes will give exact status of a document in relation to the previous submission. I mean, a document can be a new, which is a de novo submission. It can be replaced with a new files, or it can be appended to an existing file, or the file can be deleted, which is no longer uh, relevant to the ECTD. So all these four attributes represent the operation attributes, which are key elements of lifecycle management. Now, considering the criticality of an ECTD, it contains all the information of the drug product. It should have some and also it's in electronic version, which can be easily altered. It should have some security. So for that, uh, For that, there is MD5 checksum. It's a mechanism to guarantee the integrity of a document or of the whole dossier. It's a unique mathematical code which represents that the document has not been altered or modified. In case if there is any change into the document, this MD5 checksum number, this unique code, it gets changed. So if it's it's just that for a specific document there is a unique MD5 checksum mathematical code which represents the integrity of the document. Now after that we'll talk about a NIS. NIS is nothing but a non-ECTD electronic submission. It's an intermediate format between CTD and ECTD, and it is accepted by various health authorities instead of ECTD. It's basically accepted by various European health authorities. So these are my references which I have used for the creation of this presentation. Thank you.